Assalamu alaikum. It is exactly 9:55. News and views on Salam Media. A disturbing clip there, and that, of course, was of the fire that razed about 500 or more shacks to the ground in Kennedy Road informal settlement. That's in Itiquini, KZN. We also understand that one person has been killed and a child is missing following this fire. We haven't heard about any further fatalities, but we do have a Gift of the Givers community liaison officer online. He's just landed at Cape Town Airport and he's very kindly agreed to talk with us regarding this issue. That, of course, is you, Bilal. Jeewa, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to the program.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah, and Jazakallah for hosting us today.
Absolute pleasure. You guys are always on the ground as soon as we have any sort of an emergency in the country and all around the world. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all of your efforts, guide and bless you all for the work you guys do. Have you heard anything more about perhaps more fatalities or injured people? Or is there any news on the child that has gone missing?
As of last night, when we were doing our distribution on site, there was no updated news regarding the missing person or the child that is missing. I know that there is one female who had lost a child, who had passed. The child was burnt. She's in hospital due to severe burns that she got from the flames.
Okay, do we know how the fire started? And you've also indicated that Gift of the Givers were on the ground, supporting the people with, much needed supplies, possibly counseling as well. Uh, any idea at all how the fire started, perhaps?
There is speculation that there was a fight amongst two people, and then one of them's burnt, the other's shack. I'm not sure if that's the real thing, but that's the speculation. However, it's an occurrence that takes place regularly at these informal settlements, especially during load shedding and when lights do come back due to the illegal connections or not connected properly. You get a surge, and then we do have these sort of incidents that do take place, or they fall asleep in these cold months. So we're not really sure. In terms of assistance, yes, we have been providing assistance firstly to the firefighters who were there from about 2 or 3 a.m. that morning. And when we arrived there, they were quite exhausted and dehydrated. So we tried to get them supplementary like juices and biscuits, etc., just to keep them going till the shift changed at around 9 a.m. With regards to the community, last night our teams were on site at the hall where they are housed. We distributed around 800 blankets and about 200 mattresses, as well as diapers for mums with kids. Hopefully, then we will look into other interventions as needed today.
We've been hearing conflicting reports from different media outlets. Some people are some people are suggesting that 500 people had lost their dwellings. Other media reports are stating that over 1,000 illegal shacks were burned or razed to the ground. Your sense of the numbers, not that it matters, it's a community in absolute dire need, but it does give you a sense of just how huge the issue is.
Well, we work closely with disaster management, the Itiquini disaster management, human settlements, with other government departments as well, who are tasked to do the assessments and follow-ups. So our report from them that we received yesterday was 1,100 and I think 11107. I think there were about 650 to 700 adults, and no, sorry, it was 650 children, and about 1,000 or 2,000 were adults from there. So it's quite a substantial number that was affected, and that's the numbers that we're working with. We have received our database last night from the Itiquini Disaster Management, and we are utilizing that database going forward.
Bilal, so how are you guys going to get involved, Gift of the Givers, going forward? Because there's a large number of people that need to be rehoused. Do you think they're going to go back to the site and try and rebuild on that site? What is the plan going forward?
Well, that's beyond our scope of what interventions we do perform. However, human settlements, they will discuss and see. I know that they wouldn't be able to make any immediate source of housing arrangements for these victims. So they would have to go back to where the original dwellings were and try and recover and whatever they had on hand and whatever assistance they receive from human settlements and build on that and wait thereafter if there is any changes or any other new projects that the government will implement for them.
So, as far as Gift of the Givers is concerned, your job is done. You go in immediately as disaster management support. Do everything you can to try and move the people out of a very dangerous area, get them medical help, get them sustenance in terms of food, medication, etc. Once that is done, you move on. Is that a correct assessment?
Not always. It also depends on donors who come in, depending on each disaster and what the donors ask of us to perform, and what is within the scope of the organization to facilitate. We then move forward. We depend highly on donor input on our projects. Disaster relief, immediate disaster relief. Yes, that's the core focus of the Gift of the Givers, and all the supplementary projects thereafter take place depending on donor requirements or what donor input we receive thereafter.
And undoubtedly, you guys are doing an absolutely sterling job. It's unbelievable what an organization like Gift of the Givers can achieve, has achieved, and how you've turned situations around. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all efforts. Thank you indeed for talking with us till
Um,
the next time, as always. Well, I hope there isn't a next time to talk about disaster management, but continue the good work, inshallah, and salaam alaikum to you.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
It's exactly 2 after 10 o'clock. Thank you for being with me for the past 2 hours. We've come to the end of the show, and all I can say is join me again tomorrow morning at the same time. And inshallah, next we're going to listen to the recitation of Juz 19 by Yasin Al Dosari. Thank you, Nasreen and Abdusalam, for putting the show together. And till tomorrow, we do hope that you enjoy listening to Juz 29 by Yasin Al Dosari. Assalamu alaikum and Khudafiz from me, Julie Ali.